In the blanks, the Gemara says in the end of Tainus, there were no better days for the Jews then, so we would probably pick like Purim or Hanukkah, who knows what. No, they pick Yom Kippur and Tisha, Yom Kippur and Tu B'Av. So the Gemara is like, okay, Yom Kippur we understand, that's a big kapara, we can all use it, but Tu B'Av, what is Tu B'Av? And everyone's got a different opinion. What is Tu B'Av? And here they go. Opinion number one is because of a story called Belegesh Gibbo. They basically Shevet Binyamin was thrown out of Klal Yisrael for a long period of time. They were allowed back in, and the girls used to go out dancing on this day, and that's what probably people know of this day. Number one. Number two is back in the day, if a girl from Shevet Gad was interested in a guy from Shevet Dan, that would be considered intermarriage, but this day it became permitted intermarriage between the Shvatim. Number two. Number three, on Tisha B'Av, they used to, after the plague, after the Meraglim, there were 40 years was the decree that they would have to be in the graves. Every year on Tisha B'Av, they would dig their own grave. Everyone would go in, and some people would die, and some people would get up. The last year, no one died. When no one died the last year, they thought they must have the wrong day. So they go back in again, and again, and again, and they think they're still lost in the count until they see the new moon. It's the 15th of Av. They know the Gezerah is over, and Tisha B'Av is over. Next, part B to that same shot is what? As long as the Gezerah was intact, the connection between Moshe and Hashem was not the same. And now the connection between Moshe and Hashem was again reinstated. In a completely different shot, Yeravam ben Nevat, in a renegade sard of Klal Yisrael, prevented people from going to be Ola Regel up to the base of Mikdash. The guards were taken down on Tu B'Av and they were able to return. Further, this great city of Beitar, the Romans killed out the people and they wanted to add insult to injury. So what did they do? They left the bodies out there to decay. But a nace happened, they would not decay. And once the Romans saw they didn't decay, they said, forget it. They allowed for the Klura, and the Klura took place on Tu B'Av. That's another time. Now we go weiter. They used to cut the wood. They used to cut the wood for the Mizbeach. And they would finally finish doing that on Tu B'Av. And there are two ways to learn what the enjoyment was. Either they finally finished the mitzvah, or now they're finally finished with the mitzvah, they can actually learn some more Torah. But these are the different pshatim. So it sounds like a whole bunch of different pshatim. What is actually going on here? And which one is actually the highlight? Which one would you pick to be the highlight? So we, think what would be the name, dance club, who knows what? No. They pick, what did they pick? They actually pick the cutting of the wood. They used to call the day of the Tovar Magal, the breaking of the axe. That's what they call Tu B'Av. Okay, it sounds a little bit random, and all these things are a little bit random. What's actually going on here? Head to the Bnei Yissaschar. Basic grade is like this. We know 40 days before a person is born, to announce who he's going to marry. The creation of the universe was Chafei Elul. 40 days before that was Tu B'Av. The tachlis of the universe was a connection between us and Hashem. And this was what was set to, this is what Tu B'Av is about. This is why it's a day of Shidduchim. But in order for us to be married to Hashem, we have to have Achdus in Klal Yisrael. This is why Shevet Binyamin would have to return. All the Shvatim would have to be together. This is now finally everyone be able to go back, and the guards are taken down, and now they're able to go back to the Beis HaMikdash. One other thing important to know: the months were supposed to be, Esav was supposed to have the months Tammuz, Av, and Elul. But when Yaakov stole the brachas, he stole back half the months, and he stole back from Tu B'Av and Elul. What is the turning point? It was a turning point from Tisha B'Av turning into Tu B'Av. It's the negative turning into the positive. Tisha B'Av is Sinas Chinam. This was a day of Achdus. Tisha B'Av is Pirut. This is a day of marriage. This is a day where everything is coming back together. The Midas Hadin is over. The Chesed is happening. And this is why the day is called the breaking of the axe. The Midas Hadin is over. And if Tavar, you break the letters, switch around the letters of Magal, axe, it will be the letters of Gomel, to give. And the Din is over, and the Chesed is happening. And that's too.